Hey fiber friends, it's Lynn. It is Tuesday evening, December 5th, and I completely missed days 3 and 4 of the Advent countdown, make-along Vlogmas thing. So I am going to make up for it. I promise you. So this is kind of a two-parter since we're doing 2 days tonight. Welcome. My name is Lynn. I'm the dyer behind Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, and I have lots of things to show and share with you tonight. So get ready for some knowledge blessings and some silliness as usual. The first thing I wanted to show you is here on my head, on my knob, I got a little toque. Oh, yeah. Well, you can tell I haven't showered today. This is my Yellowstone hat. This, of course, I haven't woven in any ends, but this is from the Knitting the National Parks book, Nancy Bates Designs. I have not blocked this, obviously, but I have finished knitting it, and I'm putting together kits as we speak, and I don't know when those will be available, but I wanted to make sure that I had enough enough quantity of the yarn and how it would look together. I think it turned out pretty spectacular, don't you? It's very warm. This is my Rhode Island Red worsted base, which is a 5-ply 100% superwash Rambouillet from America. So it's an American yarn. The sheeps live here in America, and the mill is here in America, and the dyer is here in America. So, and Yellowstone National Park here in America. So, 100% American hat. I love it. I am looking forward to wearing that coming up. Second thing I wanted to show you, I haven't had a lot of time to knit, so I don't have very much finished on my Grease Rydell high shawl, but isn't that a nice little lace pattern? I got a little bit more done the other night, so I'm making slow progress, and that's kind of the whole point of Advent, isn't it? We're counting down, looking forward to Advent, and we're not going to be in a rush. So I am slowly working on that. Okay, all right. Oh, so much face. Okay, so let's open up day 3 of the Advent kit. Find out what's in there. Remember, we had already the Rydell High, and we opened up Rizzo. You saw those on the shawl. And the third thing was Look at Me, I'm Sandra D. And the little small package here today, we have, let me get this so you can see it, Beauty School Dropout. Frenchie, who was also played by Didi Conn, asks for a guardian angel to help her after she quit beauty school. A teen angel, played by Frankie Avalon, appears from the clouds and advises her to go back to high school. Frankie Avalon later admitted that he was making fun of his old image in Grease, saying, "Why not? You've got to laugh at yourself." So that is Beauty School Dropout with some golds and creams and pinks to show Frenchie's hair, as she's has some pink hair in that scene. And then the next one, number 4. You guys having fun with this? I had fun dyeing this. I had to rewatch the movie, of course, a couple of times to make sure I was getting everything ready for you. Okay, day number 4 that you opened up on your Advent is the Pink Ladies. Yay! The Pink Ladies. Now, see these two. Remember that my dyer, Liz Clothier, my designer, Liz Clothier, put these in order. So these look very nice together, don't they? So the Pink Ladies is a group of teen girls who attend Rydell High. They're a little bit rebellious. I might have been a pink lady when I was if I had been born in the 50s or born in the 40s, attending high school in the 50s. The Pink Ladies are the female version of the Greasers, who are also known as the T-Birds. Each gal sports her own pink jacket. Oh, back when the movie came out, I think I was in 1978, I was in 6th, 7th grade, and I wanted a pink jacket. Oh my gosh. Not leather. Oh gosh, no, we couldn't afford that. I wanted that pleather one so that I could be cool like the Pink Ladies. Anyway, Rizzo, Jan, Marty, and Frenchie are the founding members of the Pink Ladies, and they bring in Sandy as a member because she's the new girl and they want her to feel included. So there's the Pink Ladies with their pink jackets. All right. So that's all about the Advent. I do have a few new products in the shop. Well, I take that back. They're not yet listed. But I need to list them and they will show up within the next day or two. The first thing, the very last set of the flower of the month of December, is the poinsettia. So many pictures to choose from. There's the reds and the dark reds of some of the poinsettia flowers, and then there's the white and red ones that look like they've been splashed with paint, and of course the green leaves. There's a white poinsettia with little creamy green berries. There's also a white poinsettia that has just hints of pink and cream in it. That's what that one is. And then, of course, there is a pink poinsettia. Now, years and years ago, when we lived in Los Angeles, we went up to a chapel that was up in Palos Verdes, I believe. I can't even remember the name of the chapel, but I know that Gary lives up there, so he might be able to remember. And the chapel by the hillside were just poinsettias growing in the wild. I mean, somebody had probably planted them there, but they're just growing there on the hillside of California. That was kind of cool. We used to live down in the South Bay, LA County. So this will be available soon. Couple of tools that I have. You have seen the chicken tape measure. Da, 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 da. Now, in the Advent boxes, I did include my very own brand of Chicken Lady tape measure. These are very handy. Push the little button on the back and it retracts. These are handy to have. However, it's always fun to have something that looks like a chicken. Remember, you pull the little leg out. There's a turtle. There's the button. It has a little hole on it so that you could hang it as a keychain. Oh, but where does the... Pull out the head. Isn't that funny? So you pull out the head and the little tape measures inside. And then the third one that I have is the duck, the yellow duck. And there's the metric and there's the imperial. And the little buttons on the bottom to retract it. So, here's your knowledge blessings. You might be a little scared to learn all of this. So, our daughter, homeschooled kid, not always homeschooled, but homeschooled for the past 12 years. She says, oh, look, Mom, the tape measure is coming out of the cloaca. I said, what the heck is a cloaca? She says, oh, you know, the butt of poultry. I didn't know this, and I'm the chicken lady. So the cloaca, I put the spelling here. Can you see it? Put it right here on my, well, you can't see it. On my husband calls this my John Fetterman look with my sweatshirt. Cloaca is a combination of the urethra, vagina, and butthole, anus of poultry. Okay, so all of those functions, one hole, whereas humans are built a little differently. Okay, we're not going to get into that tonight. So that is the, you know, you hear people say, what's up, chicken butt? This is the foot, but right here is the cloaca of a chicken. Well, I had to Google for you. It's also called the pygostyle, Pygostyle, which is the heart-shaped flat covering that posterior of a chicken or a turkey. It's where the tail feathers all gather, and that's a flap that covers the, I can't get it, the cloaca. The pygostyle covers the cloaca. See? All right, a little visual there. More information than you need to know that I'm going to share with you, because if I had to read about it, you're going to learn about it. It's also called the bonjiri in Japanese. And that little flappity flap is very fatty because it contains all of the oil glands for the chicken or turkey or duck, because they preen their feathers. And that little flappity flap also has a lot of collagen. Apparently, it's a delicacy in some Asian countries. And if it's cooked at the right temperature, it can be very juicy and have a melt in your mouth texture. You're welcome. That is enough of that. Okay. All of that to say, turtles, chickens, tape measure, and ducky tape measure. All three have been listed in the shop. Don't have a lot of them, but I have some. These are ready to ship, make great gifts. The other thing, I finally found these. I got a pair of little snips, oh, maybe 10 years ago. I flippin' love these things. Look how little these are. See? And they have this little silicone cover. That's just a little tag you can cut off. They have a little silicone cover that you could pop right back on, take out. Look how little these are. And I have dye on my fingers, sorry. These, can you see? These are wicked sharp. These can fit in your wallet and your purse. I know one lady that hangs it around her neck at the sewing retreat. These are called Super Snips Mini, and I have 36 of these. They come in a few different colors. Just tell me what color you want, the pink, the yellow, or the green. I think I have 12 of each, but I have 36 of these. Sorry, I've just wiggled the table. These are available in the shop. Something else that's available in the shop. Those of you who love to travel, I know some of you do, you always wonder, is there a yarn shop there? Some of you, I understand, are sewists. You know, you like to quilt, you like to needle felt. Some of you love weaving. Well, instead of going to Google for everything, there is a book out there called Needle Travel, and you can go to needletravel.com. This is the 2024 version. These are $9.95 each. And these are in my shop. And if you look right here, in Colorado, you will see my listing. Yeah. My phone number's on there. My website is on there. I mean, all of Colorado is in here. All of the states. There are some, and there's a guide for here. In Nebraska, there are little, you know, shops listed. And it will tell you if it's a quilting shop, if it's a yarn shop. There's, what do you call them? Oh, I just had a brain fart. Which is not difficult. Oh, what kinds of goods are carried? Quilting, spinning, hand embroidery, machine embroidery, needlepoint weaving, yarn, cross stitch. There's on every page, in every state, there's a map, a mappity map. And this is great because you can have a whole listing of, you know, you and your husband want to go camping, or you and your girlfriends are going to go to Winfield, Kansas. Well, there's a quilt company there. Or maybe you are going to go visit some cousins that live in Ruidoso. Well, there's a fabric shop there. Ruidoso is in New Mexico, of course. Or maybe you're going to, you get the point. Okay. I only have 8 of these, and they're $9.95 in my shop. And these were printed, oh, they're from needletravel.com in Ohio, up by Salon, Ohio, which is up by the Cleveland area. All right, what else do I have to tell you? Oh, I know what. Bear with. This is kind of a vent. I vent occasionally to y'all. Not very often, because there's enough bitching and moaning out there. Somebody came over, this was maybe 8 months ago, and asked me if I had some needles that they could borrow. And, you know, normally I have needles for my crafty gals. She asked if I had some number 13s, and I said, yeah. And I lent her my Addy Turbo circular knitting needles. I love these things, but y'all, these were in perfect condition when I lent them to her. I know what Polonius told Laertes in Hamlet, never a borrower nor a lender be. When I received my needles back, the card and the plastic bag they were in was all ripped up. Now this lady swears that she doesn't have any animals in the house. But what else makes teeth marks? on that. So I lent out my Addies and got them back in less than stellar condition. That didn't make me happy. Okay, another knowledge blessing. Today is December 5th, as you know, and sometimes St. Nicholas is celebrated on December 5th, and sometimes he's celebrated on December 6th. That depends on where you are. Usually, as a kid growing up, we would celebrate him on December 6th, so we would put our shoes out on December 5th. Now, about St. Nicholas, the Catholic Church also celebrates St. Nicholas. Remember that there was one church, one holy Catholic, not that kind, not capital C, little c, Catholic meaning all, one holy Catholic Apostolic Church. And then the Council of Nicaea happened, and the Catholics decided they wanted to change the creed, and they went one way, and the Orthodox remained the same. So, St. Nicholas, I have my little piece of paper taped here to my phone stand. He was born at the turn of the century, of the 4th century in Patara, near Myra, in the Roman province of Lycia in Asia Minor, which is now Turkey. But remember, Turkey, Ataturk didn't come in until the 1920s. So this is way before. This is in the 300s. Not a lot is known about his younger life, but it was in Myra that he gained fame for his benevolence and saintliness as an archbishop of the Greek Orthodox Church. He was ordained to the priesthood at an early age and was shortly thereafter elevated to the bishopric and soon commanded the respect and love of all the citizens of Myra. Okay, near Lycia, Asia Minor, which is now Turkey. Okay. It is said that Nicholas was of a quiet, ascetic, ascetic, and studious nature, and was one of the 318 church fathers who participated in the first ecumenical council held in Nicaea in 325 AD. That was the council where we came up with the Apostles' Creed. Okay, it was the Nicene Creed. It was at that council that Nicholas sternly chastised the arch-heretic Arius in the presence of Emperor Constantine and all those in attendance. I'm not sure if that's when he was punching the heretics, but I know that he did. Nicholas proved to be a true champion of the Orthodox faith, both in word and deed. Prior to his elevation as Archbishop, Nicholas suffered imprisonment, harsh treatment, and torture at the hands of pagans who tried in vain to make him deny Christ. He bore terrible scars of torture on his body for many years after his release from prison. He defended the unfortunate, assisted the poor, and anonymously performed acts of kindness. He often made gift bags of gold to the young and needy, and won fame for his love of children and underprivileged families. St. Nicholas passed on to eternity at a young age of natural causes around 330 AD. So do the math. He was born at the beginning of the 4th century, and then he died in 330. One of the things that he would do is people would put out their shoes, and just to put out their shoes, well, he would go along and put little pieces of gold in the shoes. And so as a kid growing up, I remember my mom buying those. Well, no, it was St. Nicholas. Somebody got those bags of little chocolate, and they were wrapped in gold foil to look like coins. And those would mysteriously and magically show up in our shoes on December 6th. The fame of St. Nicholas and the love people have for him, to his being held as the patron saint of children, merchants, sailors, scholars, travelers, and especially as an intercessor to the Lord for miraculous healings. The idea that St. Nicholas came from Bari, Italy, stems from the fact that in the 11th century, his remains were secretly taken from Myra and deposited in a basilica dedicated to St. Nicholas in that Italian city. Now that is St. Nicholas, Santa Claus or Sinterklaas, that people in the Western world celebrate on December 25th, or sometimes he comes and on December 24th and brings presents through the magic of reindeer. Okay, so that's St. Nicholas. So I am going to leave you and upload this video so that it makes it in time. I hope that you can watch it on December 6th, St. Nicholas Day. Have a pleasant rest of your evening and or day or whenever you're watching this. And thanks for spending some time with me. I hope to be back on schedule doing a daily vlogmas here, but my life has been very tired and active lately, and I've been taking some downtime to spend with husband and daughter. So please forgive me for not uploading yesterday. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless each and every one of you, and happy St. Nicholas Day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.